In her thought-provoking book, The Death of Truth, Michiko Kakutani delves into the alarming decline of objective facts and shared reality in modern society. She argues that the post-truth era, characterized by the rejection of expertise and evidence-based reasoning, has given rise to a dangerous epidemic of lies, conspiracy theories, and fake news. Kakutani traces the roots of this crisis to various factors, including the polarization of politics, the rise of social media, the erosion of trust in institutions, and the increasingly partisan nature of the media. The book begins by defining truth and its importance in a functioning democracy. Kakutani emphasizes that truth is not merely a matter of personal opinion or subjective belief, but is objective and verifiable through evidence and reason. She asserts that the rejection of truth undermines the foundations of democracy, enabling the rise of authoritarianism and totalitarianism. One of the key drivers of the post-truth era, according to Kakutani, is the polarization of American politics. She explains that this polarization has led to the creation of epistemic bubbles, in which individuals only consume information that reinforces their pre-existing beliefs, effectively insulating them from contrary evidence or perspectives. As a result, facts and reasoned argument no longer play a significant role in political discourse, replaced by emotional appeals and conspiracy theories. Another major factor contributing to the death of truth is the rise of social media platforms. Kakutani argues that these platforms have created an echo chamber effect, amplifying falsehoods and conspiracy theories while simultaneously marginalizing credible sources of information. She points out that social media algorithms often prioritize sensationalism and outrage over accuracy and context, further exacerbating the spread of misinformation. The erosion of trust in institutions is another critical issue addressed in the book. Kakutani contends that the public's trust in traditional sources of authority, such as the media, government, and scientific experts, has declined significantly in recent years. This loss of trust has created a vacuum that has been filled by alternative sources of information, many of which are unreliable or malicious. Kakutani also discusses the role of the media in the death of truth. She argues that the media's pursuit of ratings and clickbait has led to a decline in journalistic standards and an increasingly partisan approach to reporting. This has resulted in the proliferation of infotainment, a blend of entertainment and news that prioritizes sensationalism over accuracy. Kakutani further criticizes the media for its failure to adequately fact-check and correct falsehoods, allowing misinformation to spread unchecked. In order to combat the post-truth crisis, Kakutani proposes several solutions. First, she calls for a renewed emphasis on media literacy and critical thinking skills in education. She argues that teaching people how to evaluate information critically will help them navigate the complex information landscape and resist the spread of misinformation. Second, Kakutani advocates for stronger regulation of social media platforms. She suggests that these companies should be held accountable for the content they disseminate and should be required to implement measures to combat the spread of fake news and conspiracy theories. Third, Kakutani urges individuals and institutions to prioritize truth and facts in their daily lives and communications. She encourages people to seek out diverse sources of information, engage in civil discourse, and hold themselves and others accountable for the veracity of their claims. Finally, Kakutani argues that democratic institutions must be strengthened to better withstand the threats posed by the post-truth era. This includes promoting transparency, accountability, and trust in government, as well as fostering a culture of civic engagement and participation. Throughout the book, Kakutani provides numerous examples of the death of truth in action, ranging from the spread of vaccine misinformation to the rise of QAnon conspiracy theories. She also draws on historical precedents, such as the Nazi propaganda machine and the Soviet Union's disinformation campaigns, to illustrate the dire consequences of a society that rejects truth and objectivity. In conclusion, the death of truth is a powerful and urgent call to action, warning of the grave dangers posed by the post-truth era and offering practical solutions for restoring truth and reason to public discourse. Kakutani's thorough analysis and compelling arguments make this an essential read for anyone concerned about the future of democracy and the role of information in shaping it.